Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. We are out and about and I'm headed to drop off a eBay package to USPS. And that's one of the things I've been concentrating on these last several weeks is getting the eBay store in full swing again. Especially with me being home quite a bit now because of the health crises. I thought, well, you know, if I'm gonna be home more often, I might as well focus on the eBay store, make sure I can have that running on all cylinders. And that's what I've been doing. So this is a item I sold on eBay this past Saturday, which was March 21st, and I'm headed to USPS to mail it out. Now that particular item was something that I bought my daughter. It was actually a pair of shoes, a pair of sneakers I bought my daughter probably back in, I want to say August of 2019, and she wore them and decided she didn't want them anymore. So I was like, hey, you know, what the heck? And I paid $150 for a pair of sneakers for my daughter. Figured I'd put them up on eBay, see how it does, and put them up, and it sold for $100. So although, you know, I paid $150, it was what I call a disposable item. Never thought I'd be selling them on eBay, but you know, my daughter didn't want them anymore, and they looked like they were still in fantastic shape to me. So I decided put them up on eBay, and they sold. So, and the only reason I tell you guys that is because, you know, it doesn't always have to be a situation where you go out and buy something at a huge discount and then you sell it at a huge profit. It could be items that you've used and cared for and they're still in good shape that you put on eBay. I mean, I do that all the time. Now, I also go out and look for items that I can buy at a deep discount and resell as well. I do that quite a bit, but I always put items up that I've used in the past, but I've cared for them, so they're in good shape. I always put them up on eBay, and I would say 7 out of 10 times they sell. So go through some of your old stuff. I mean, if it still has some value left in it, even if you don't think it has value, I'd put it on eBay, because what doesn't have value to you may hold some value to someone else out there. And remember, a lot of people are at home now because of this health crisis that we're in. So they got some time on their hands, and people are probably online. And eBay is a huge, huge marketplace. So I would say take some time out today, go through your things. If you don't already have an eBay account, go ahead and create one. It's free to create one. It's not that hard. Go to ebay.com, and it's a easy process to do. And then just start putting some of these things up on your eBay store. My goal is to make $1,000 a month just off of things that I buy when I'm out and about and things that I already have at home. It has nothing to do with my watch sales online business. It's just your everyday things that you use, and or you're able to go out and find. Like, for instance, I can go out to Target or Walmart, Costco, places like that. You can go pick up stuff on the discount aisle or the reduced price aisle and put that stuff on eBay for someone to purchase from you. So just a couple of ideas to put a little bit of more cash in your pocket, guys. Nothing that's gonna, well, at least for me, it's not gonna change my financial situation, but if I can make $1,000 a month, guys, that's $12,000 a year. That's huge. That's serious money in my book. Well, all right, guys, we're gonna move on with our day. I'm gonna take you guys with me, and let's go. Here we go, guys, getting this little package out. Close up to 63. Yeah, man, so this is headed to Wisconsin to its new owner. All right. It is gone. 63 again today, guys. Still haven't washed this thing, man. It is filthy, but I'm gonna get to that today. That is a promise. Just arriving to pick up some lunch, and obviously I'll take it back to the house and eat. I got a 1 o'clock client call today, and right now it's currently around 12 o'clock. So I got about an hour before my client call. So I guess I'm gonna grab something from one of my old faithful spots. A little bit of brown rice, grilled chicken, black beans. Whew, it's gonna be good, guys. Let's get on in here. All set, guys. Let's head home. You know, it's been weird not being able to touch stuff, so I gotta spin around and open the door with my rear end. Well, it ain't funny. I mean, it's serious times, and you got to do what you got to do in order to keep yourself healthy and not transfer anything to anybody else. So from that standpoint, yeah, that's what you got to do. But yeah, it's a way of, put it this way, you got to change the way you live your life at the moment. But again, I'm not complaining about that. I got to do what I got to do in order to protect myself, my family, and others. So I'm cool with that. Well, all right, here's the lunch, guys. We're going to head on home and knock it out before my 1 o'clock. Grilled chicken, brown rice, black beans, a little bit of diced tomatoes, some corn, a couple banana peppers. I guess that's what you call them. Maybe they call something else, but I call them banana peppers. And then the red Solo cup with a little H2O. All right, guys, wrapping up today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful day. One other thing, I gotta stop saying guys so much because I'm starting to get a good population of women that actually watch the channel and who contribute to the comments and things of that nature. So I got to get out of my habit of saying guys so much. I do have young ladies watching the channel now, so I want to say shout out to them. Thank you very much for tuning in. I had a really good call today at 1 o'clock with a subscriber by the name of Joe. Joe's out of Tampa, Florida. I want to say shout out to Joe. Thank you, man, for trusting me and allowing me to spend an hour with you today and discuss your financial situation and make some suggestions and help you put a plan together that can get you where you want to be in the coming years. So thank you very much for that. And for the rest of you folks out there who watch the channel, contribute, and are looking to put a plan together, and maybe you already have a plan, but you just need to tweak it or get some advice or get some clarity, I can certainly help you with that. The company that I run is Financial Consulting LLC. I also have obtained a certain level of success through the techniques that I've used over the years and the strategies that I've used over the years to build my net worth and to build my liquidity and to build my cash flow. And I offer that service to individuals who need mentoring and coaching. So consider me for that if you're looking to, like I said, get yourself to the next level, or you're just simply trying to figure out where do I go from here financially. You're not really sure and you need someone to kind of help you along the way. And I want to talk a little bit about a video I watched today. Grant Cardone did a video called Unemployment and Employers. He dropped that video today, which is March 23rd, 2020. I would ask you guys, if you get a second, go check it out. I think it's worth, 10 or 15 minutes of your time. A couple of the things that, I highlighted while watching Grant's video today. He mentioned 1099. Specifically, he was encouraging people to start treating themselves as a 1099 independent contractors, self-employed, and mostly from a mentality standpoint. He also talked a lot about his decision to have to let go some of his workforce just because of the times that we currently are in and some of the financial crises that we all find ourselves in. He had to make the tough decision to let some people go. Now, I think all business owners out there are going to be going through those types of decisions in the coming weeks. And hopefully none of you guys will be affected by that. But I think this whole concept of thinking like a 1099 independent contractor, self-employed individual is the right way to think. And I'm going to have to agree with Grant on that. And I'll tell you why. When I was working my 9-to-5, and I worked as a commercial banker for 25 years, for the better half of that 25 years, I thought of myself as a 1099 guy. Even though I was a W-2 guy, I still thought of myself as 1099. And the reason I did that was I wanted to make sure I never was in a position if my employer came to me and said, "Hey, Richard, thank you very much, but we don't need your services anymore." I didn't want to find myself mentally in a position where I had nowhere to go, and I started to panic. So when I started thinking like a 1099 guy, what that did for me was it forced me to create additional streams of income. It forced me to put a plan in place. So if my employer did come to me and say, "Thank you very much, but we got to let you go," I wouldn't be panicking. I would have something. I would already have revenues of income coming in from different sources. So I like that type of mentality. I want you guys to consider that. Hopefully none of you are in trouble right now. No one's coming to you saying you don't have your job tomorrow. I would ask you to start considering thinking like a 1099 independent contractor, self-employed individual, so that you can start having a plan in place just in case somewhere along the way someone says that to you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a W-2 person. It can be a person out there as well who has their own business. And look what's happening now in this climate of uncertainty with this health concern and the stock market declining. There are some small business owners out there that can't open for business. Depending upon what state you live in, people cannot come to your restaurant and sit down and eat anymore. Well, at least for the time being. So some of these businesses, like restaurants, like other destination type retailers, are having to close their doors, especially these small, independent, mom and pop type businesses. And my heart goes out to these people. But I think though, if you're W-2, you got a small business, I would say always be creating additional streams of income and other streams of income, so that if something does happen to your primary, whether it be a W-2 or your small business, something like that's happening now, you always have that backup plan, that plan B. When we face situations like we're faced in today where, businesses are closing. I'm not saying they'll close permanently. I hope they don't close permanently, but business are closing, and people who are W-2 earners are being laid off from work. And I know in Grant's situation, at least according to what he said in his video today, he paid those employees through the end of the month. So end of the month would be end of March. April 1st, those people, if they don't have savings or have not been able to get another job, will be faced with no income as of April 1st. So that has to be pretty terrifying. If I was in that situation, I certainly would be concerned. My goal here is to get you guys to thinking, to get you to think about being prepared in the event something were to happen to your job or your company. What would you do? Would you have a second and third and fourth stream of income working itself and coming in to help get you over the hump while you get your business back up running or while you find you another job. And what would you have savings wise? Remember, we talk a lot about 6 to 12 months worth of expenses saved up in an emergency fund. That is extremely important because of times like we're in today. Now, if that person who Grant has laid off from their job, if that person has a 6 to 12 month emergency fund tucked away, at least they have some options. They got 6 to 12 months where they can pay all their bills while they look for another job. For those people out there who don't have that 6 to 12 months emergency fund, that's where it gets terrifying. So I hope all of you guys do have your 6 to 12 month emergency fund ready to go, just in case if something happens, you at least have some options. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. If you get a second, go over to Grant Cardone's channel and check out that video. It's called Unemployment and Employers. Again, whether you like Grant or not, I don't know. I don't have anything against Grant. I think Grant's a smart guy. I think he has done the things he's needed to do in order to put him and his family in a position to do and live the lifestyle they want to live. I can't knock a guy for that. I don't agree with everything he says, but I certainly don't disagree with everything he says. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, and give me a thumbs up, or smash the like button, as a lot of other people say. I guess I got to start saying that too. Smash the like button. Thoughts become things. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. You guys always, always continue to chase your greatness and always believe in yourself. And I will catch you guys on the next vlog. Peace.